Atheists can't answer these 5 big questions. Okay, let's see if this one ends up being any better than the other 5 million videos like it.
Have you ever wondered if there are questions that atheism just can't fully answer?
Yes, a lot of people have. They've wondered exactly that. They just can't seem to come up with any. By the way, as is typical for his lot, he babbles on and on and on and on. Seriously, he just goes on for minutes between questions, pretending that they're so much more profound than they are.
Question 1. Why does anything exist at all? Not just humans, not just planets, but existence itself.
Why wouldn't there be? Seriously, why should non-existence be the default assumption? Really, how is non-existence anything other than a logical absurdity? I'm not even talking about the Spinozan sense of existence being a brute fact, or the anthropic principle of how we wouldn't be here to ask the question otherwise. I mean, how is non-existence itself any kind of coherent state? We're not even talking about nothing existing in a space, because then something would exist, space itself. Non-existence would mean no matter, no energy, no space, no time, no possibilities, no potentials, no anything at all. Until you can give me a distinct description of non-existence as a state, then we have no reason to believe it's even logically coherent, let alone a real possibility, let alone more probable than existence, let alone so much more probable that there must be a God to explain it. Seriously, he waxes on about this for a minute and a half and doesn't get anywhere at all towards explaining this.
Question 2. Where did consciousness come from?
Well, who said it came from anywhere? Again, you're loading the question with your own assumptions. And also again, he babbles on for 2 minutes with nothing more than incredulity, without even getting into concepts such as emergence. Do some research, read up on neurology and other concepts like chaos theory, then come back when you can ask a proper question. There are tons of papers on this. I linked to one below basically because it was the first one that showed up in a search. Well, I don't see why I should have to put in a lot of work here when you're the one who hasn't done your homework.
Question 3. What is the ultimate source of morality?
Oh, for fuck's sake! How many times are you people going to ask this one as if we haven't answered it 5,000 times already? Seriously, is it really so hard to just look these up before making yet another video asking it? Not doing it. Search the channel if you want to know. Next question.
Question 4. Why do humans crave meaning?
The interesting thing about this one is, during his usual 2-minute rambling, he actually ended up giving the answer, because you want to keep making money or have a relationship or whatever. He just dismissed this as saying it was fragile, but what else would you need to explain it? You yourself just showed how it's beneficial to survival and therefore would be selected for by evolution. So thanks for doing the heavy lifting on this one. Next question.
Question 5. Why is the universe fine-tuned for life?
It's not. Life is fine-tuned for the universe. Another one we've answered 1,000 times, so can you stop pretending otherwise? Again, search the channel for an answer. I'm not spoon-feeding you. I ain't your mama.
So, those are the 5 questions. Why is there something rather than nothing? Where did consciousness come from? What's the real source of morality? Why do we crave meaning? And why is the universe fine-tuned for life?
In other words, the same old, same old, same old.
Maybe the fact that these questions exist points to something more.
Or maybe it just points to the fact that you're an idiot.
And maybe the reason these questions won't go away is because, deep down, we know that life isn't just a random accident.
No, the questions don't go away because you people keep pretending we haven't answered them. And that's the big question for you religious people. Why? Why do you repeatedly ask questions that have been answered over and over again, pretending that they've never been answered? If there were anything at all to your belief system, you wouldn't need to behave that way. Which gives us the only answer we need. Religion just isn't an honest way of thinking and behaving. And one more thought before we close out. Why are your answers supposed to be any better? We have seriously good and deep and well thought out answers to these questions. What are yours? Let's go through it.
Why is there something rather than nothing?
Because God did it.
Where did consciousness come from?
God did it.
What's the real source of morality?
God did it.
Why do we crave meaning?
Because God did it.
And why is the universe fine-tuned for life?
Because God did it. See? It's no better than phlogiston. Maybe that's why we went through thousands of years of religion with no real progress and really only took off as a civilization when we learned how to do science.
Maybe you're here for a reason.
You know what? Maybe I am. And maybe that reason is letting people know not to listen to dishonest morons like you. So thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe, leave a comment, and go to donate.pagosity.tv to keep me doing what I do. And check out all the great content here, like this video selected just for you.